The moment you stop reacting, you take your power back. And that's what they fear most. Most people think power is loud, arguing back, proving a point, defending every accusation. But in real life, the loudest person is often the weakest one in the room. Silence, when used intentionally, flips the entire dynamic. It removes the emotional fuel others depend on, exposes hidden intentions, and puts you back in control of your own story. This is not about being submissive, it's about becoming untouchable in a world that feeds on reactions. Most people lose power not because they're weak, but because they react too quickly. The real shift happens when you learn to stay silent and let others reveal themselves. In this video, you'll discover how silence changes everything. Before we continue, like and subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. Now let's look at 6 points that will help you become dangerous the moment you master silence. 1. Emotional control is real power. Most people are controlled by their emotions, but they think they are expressing strength. Reacting instantly feels powerful, but it's actually impulsive. Silence, on the other hand, requires restraint, and restraint is discipline. When you choose silence, you're doing something rare. You are separating stimulus from response. That gap, no matter how small, is where your power lives. Instead of being dragged into emotional chaos, you observe it. You begin to notice the intention behind behavior, the patterns people repeat. You stop being a participant and become an observer. And observers are hard to manipulate. Imagine 2 people being insulted. One reacts instantly, shouting back. The other stays silent, watches and walks away. Who looks stronger? Who has control? It's not even a competition. Train yourself to delay your reactions. Even a few seconds of silence can prevent decisions you'll regret later. 2. Silence rebuilds self-respect. Every time you over-explain yourself to people who don't respect you, you lose a piece of your self-worth. Why? Because you are subconsciously saying, "My value depends on whether you understand me." That's a dangerous position to live in. Silence changes that. When you stop explaining yourself unnecessarily, you send a clear message. I don't need your validation to exist. This is where self-respect begins to rebuild. You stop chasing approval. You stop trying to fix people's perception of you. You stop shrinking yourself to be accepted. And something powerful happens. People begin to treat you differently. Not because you demanded respect, but because you stopped begging for it. Let's say someone misjudges you and spreads a false narrative. Old you tries to correct everyone, defend, explain. New you stays silent, continues living authentically. Over time, reality exposes the truth without your effort. 3. Silence neutralizes their power. People can only control you if they can predict you. If they know what triggers you, they can use it. If they know what makes you react, they can press that button. But when you master silence, you become unpredictable. And unpredictability is power. Now, their manipulation fails. Their attempts to provoke fall flat. They lose leverage because they can't move you anymore. It's like trying to push a wall that doesn't respond. Eventually, they stop trying, or worse for them, they reveal desperation. For example, someone keeps trying to get a reaction from you. Jokes, insults, passive aggression. You don't engage. At first, they escalate. Then they get frustrated. Then they either withdraw or expose their insecurity. Either way, you win without fighting. Not every battle deserves your energy. Silence is not weakness, it's strategic withdrawal from meaningless conflict. 4. Silence sets boundaries without words. Most people think boundaries require long explanations. They don't. The strongest boundaries are felt, not explained. Silence is one of the clearest boundaries you can set. Words can be debated. Silence cannot. Let's say someone repeatedly disrespects you. Instead of arguing, you reduce interaction. You stop responding. You create distance. No confrontation, no drama, just absence. And absence speaks louder than any explanation. You don't need to announce every boundary. Sometimes, your silence is the boundary. 5. Silence disrupts their script. Every manipulative or confrontational person operates with a script in their mind. They expect you to defend yourself, to get emotional, to justify your actions or argue. This script gives them control because it's predictable. But silence? Silence is unpredictable. When you don't respond the way they expect, their mental script collapses. Suddenly, they don't know what role to play anymore. It's like an actor walking on stage, delivering their lines, and the other actor just stands there, saying nothing. Now the spotlight shifts. Now the tension belongs to them. They start to get anxious, over-explain, reveal too much, and expose their true motives. Silence forces truth to surface. Not your truth, but theirs. Check this. Someone confront you unfairly. Instead of defending yourself, you simply look at them calmly and say nothing. At first, they feel powerful. Then, seconds pass. Now they feel pressure to justify themselves. And that's when cracks begin to show. Let people talk. The more they speak into your silence, the more they reveal about themselves. 6. Taking back your power. When you stop reacting, you stop feeding the noise, and something deeper changes. You take back authorship of your life. Before, others defined your emotions, shaped your narrative, and influenced your reactions. And now you choose what deserves attention, decide what gets a response, and control your internal world. This is where you become dangerous. Not dangerous in a harmful way, but in a way that makes you untouchable. Because people can no longer manipulate you, predict your behavior, or control your story. And that threatens anyone who relied on your reactions to feel powerful. Therefore, start small. Practice silence in low-stakes situations. Build the habit. Over time, it becomes your default strength. People don't just argue for the sake of truth. They argue for emotional payoff. Think about the last time someone provoked you. Maybe it was a disrespectful comment, a subtle insult, or someone questioning your choices. The moment you reacted, raised your voice, defended yourself, explained your side, you gave them exactly what they wanted. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Manipulative people are not looking for clarity. They are looking for control. Reaction is their reward. Your anger, your frustration, your need to be understood, it feeds them. It validates their importance in your life. Imagine a person throwing stones into a still lake. They don't do it to fix the water. They do it to watch the ripples. Your reaction is the ripple. Silence removes the ripple. And when there is no ripple, something strange happens. They become uncomfortable, because now they are left alone with their own intention. Next time someone tries to pull you into an unnecessary argument, pause. Don't respond immediately. Let the silence sit. Watch how quickly the energy shifts. Silence isn't weakness. It's control, discipline, and quiet power. The less you react, the more you see, understand, and stay in charge of your life. Master it, and everything changes. If this shifted your perspective, like, share, and subscribe for more content that sharpens your mindset and strengthens your inner power.